2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the 70. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. With the Sixers having scoring,
growing together and staying healthy. Two important clubs. Thanks, DA. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. And for Philadelphia, they've got Howard. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Green in at the small forward position. And so it's the 76ers getting on the board first. And it's Capella missing. Here's Curry. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big man up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Here's Herter. Rebounded by Howard.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Green. Curry looking around to the middle. Simmons against Young.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And he gets the bucket.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Now, here is Young. Simmons pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Young's shot is off.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from, finds the open man.
And Curry, here we go. Harris passes to Curry. 14 feet away. Again, Curry missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Pass to Capella. The 76ers leading by 4. Curry can't get it to go.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
And finished off by Collins.
Keeping that play alive. Anytime a shot goes up, Collins is going to compete for it.
Curry's shot is off.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
He nails it, and we're tied up.
Attacking the teeth of that defense. This is where Collins makes his living.
There's 1:17 left in the first. Simmons dishes to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And stolen by Simmons. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. It's Curry with the drive down low. Here's Howard. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
I mean, physical defense, but Howard just too strong.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 4-point game. To the inside. 26 seconds left to play here in the first. Great open look there.
And when you watch Kevin Huerter shoot, has a long release, but he's very consistent with it.
Now Curry. Up and in on the layup. Curry's got 6. Now here is Young. Count that one.
He has adapted a way to use his body to shield defenders that's bigger than him. Trae Young finishing through contact.
And no good on the last second attempt this time. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead. They're up by 2. We've got more. And chatting earlier with Ben Simmons, he addressed the scrutiny.
For me, it comes with block.
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Bogdanovich, Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Gallinari in at the 4. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, thanks very much, Kevin. Clint Capella is a 7-footer in track shoes. He said, I always try to have that pace. Whenever I sprint, I have an impact on the offense. I try to focus on that and keep my energy up. Guys, guards love big men who run the floor as hard as Capella. Back to you.
He is indeed, David, very athletic. Thanks. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside, Bogdanovich. He kicks to Okongwu. 6 to shoot. Back to Bogdanovich. He can't get it to go. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, take it at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the paint. Korkmaz passes to Milton. Back to Korkmaz. Outside, Scott. Now the pass to Thibault. Rebound Atlanta. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Williams dishes to Gallinari, and the shot goes in.
Against physical D, Gallinari with the improved strength and body control to finish.
Thibault finds Scott to the inside. And here's Maxey, 11 points in the game. Back to Scott, and stolen by Okongwu. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Snell. 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Maxey, no good. Bogdanovich looking around. The kick out to Williams. 1:10 left in the first half of basketball.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
On the wing, Milton. Back to Thibault. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Outside Williams. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. Okongwu, the pass to Bogdanovich. Korkmaz kicks to Milton. Here's Korkmaz, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
They're running. And here they go. And that one's good, Maxey. And it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
Of the 2 offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still...
And the first half is now in the books. 76ers ahead.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sport. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening. And that'll about do it as we...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. The Hawks trail by 11. They've got Curry. Tobias Harris is out there with Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Green in its small forward. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Here's Young. And that one, good. Young's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Hawks.
He's fearless. Trae Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Simmons dishes to Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Trae Young.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And both free throws good for Howard.
And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
Young against Simmons. Philadelphia leading by 11. It's Curry with the drive. It's rebounded by Herter. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Hunter, the pass to Young. Hunter kicks to Capella. Hawks passing it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. In the corner, it's Harris. The 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Harris has got 5 now.
This is what happens when you put in the work. Tobias Harris is now a knockdown shooter from range.
Young pass to Collins. Here's Herter. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Shot by Collins, no good. And stolen by Hunter. Down low, Young lays it up off the glass. He has 6.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Curry is inside. Defended by Young. Curry's shot is good. The Hawks trail by 14. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
Oh! He went high.
That was nice.
Dunk contest level jam. Collins looks like he's having fun out there.
Howard kicks to Curry. That one good for 2.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Simmons against Young. Pass to Herter. Lets the 3 fly. Cans it from downtown. Herter's got his second basket of the game.
That's Kevin Herter's bread and butter, where he shot 42% from beyond the arc his sophomore year in college.
Howard dishes to Green.
I got yours.
Howard in the post. Capella's there. Good work defensively by Capella.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Shot by Collins, no good. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Curry. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Young against Simmons. And Young, here we go. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And it goes down 2 points. Curry's got 14 points. The Hawks trail by 15. 51 seconds left in the third quarter. Young, right side. Here's Capella. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Outside, Green. Dishes it to Curry. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Back to Herter. There's the 3. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. On its way from Curry for 2.
Nice stop from Kevin Herter, using his size to his advantage.
And so it's Philadelphia. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night there. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Gallinari. Bogdanovich is out there with Lou Williams. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's Okongwu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Bogdanovich, and he uses the glass on the layup.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
The 76ers leading by 13. Milton the pass to Harris. Back to Milton. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. The 76ers making a switch here. Korkmaz is checked in. Gallinari finds Williams. Gallinari with it, picked up by Harris. Nobody near Williams. And it's off from three-point range, with the prospect of making a big lead even bigger.
And you got to jump at this chance. Stretch that lead out as much as possible.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And that's going to go back the other direction, but they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
Maxey passes to Howard. Here's Korkmaz. Back to Howard. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
Howard just too strong inside. You've got to foul and get your money's worth.
No good on that one. Clint Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. No good on the second free throw. And so it's Gallinari with it. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 15. Over in the corner, Williams. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Here's Bogdanovich. Yep, that one goes in there. The 76ers leading by 13. On the wing, Milton lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. And they pick up 2. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered closely. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Bogdanovich has got 9 points in the quarter.
And give Sweet Lou credit. Turns down his own shot because his teammate has a better one.
And stolen by Bogdanovich. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. So the first one drops, and that brings them within single digits. Some changes for Philadelphia. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Curry comes in for Shake Milton. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Then for the Hawks, John Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Young looking around.
One thing you can say about Trae Young, he leaves a huge imprint on any basketball game he plays.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so Young nails them both.
And good aggressive basketball on that trip, drawing the foul, converting the free throws, and then also narrowing the gap.
Curry attacking, uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half. The Hawks trail by 8. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. A three from Bogdanovich. Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. And Young with the basket on the assist from Bogdanovich.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Simmons dishes to Curry. And Capella sends it back.
This has reached desperation time for him.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the way, Harris. And Simmons kicks to Harris. 5 on the clock. Ready by Bogdanovich. Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Ahead, Harris trying to get free. The kick out to Young. Bogdanovich wide open. Trifecta. And Philadelphia has possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Howard finds Curry. Takes the three. Off target. So it's the 76ers taking the win in a close game. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What a gorgeous nighttime. And we've got...
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players scratched.
from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
So the Nets starting five. They've got Kyrie Irving. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan, and it's Harden in at point. And for the Hawks, Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Harden's shot is good.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Now, here is Young. Out to the wing, Hunter. And the 3 off target. Harden with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Harden, that's good.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Young against Harden. A nice shot by Young.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now, here is Irving. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Young against Harden. Young passes to Capella. The kick out to Young. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Now, here's Green. 9 feet out. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Green. Harden's got 6.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Young against Harden. And Young kicks to Capella. The kick out to Young. Stolen by Harden. The feed now to Green. And Green slams it in.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
Now, here is Young. Now here's Harden. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
The Hawks trail by 6. Hunter, the pass to Collins. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And let the big man eat. It's clear that Collins loves getting these kinds of scoring opportunities.
And there's the call on Kevin Herter. That's his first foul for the Hawks. Gallinari, he's checked in for John Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. The Nets also changing it up. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Clint Capella. And Tony Snell subbed in for DeAndre Hunter. And here comes the break. Here's Irving. Excellent D there from Williams. The Hawks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Doris, when you just look at the numbers the last 2 seasons, Gallinari has been playing like an all-star.
Now, Greg, you're talking about 20 points per game, 6 rebounds, a couple of assists, and he began to shoot a higher volume of threes, which obviously sometimes leads to a little bit less efficiency. But not for Gallinari. He's actually improved his accuracy from the three-point line. And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Passes it to Okongwu. Out to Gallinari. 5 to shoot. Blake Griffin pulls it in. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 3-point lead. 9 feet out. They get it again. Tries it again. Brown, good.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Williams dishes to Okongwu. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Williams passes to Okongwu. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge. For Atlanta, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Here's Irving, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Come on, that is remarkable work from Kyrie. Ridiculously crafty at how he gets into the defense and draws the foul.
That's good from Irving. Williams with the ball. Here's Okongwu. And that one released in time, but no good.
And over the years, guys, Aldridge has improved.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They lead by 6. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court right now for the Hawks, Lou Williams out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Okongwu in at the 5.
Lou Williams is the all-time leader in points off the bench, but don't sleep on his passing game. What an assist.
11 feet away. It's blocked. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Count the basket.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Williams against Irving. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. The shot's good from Griffin.
And that's just too easy. When Griffin gets to that area of the floor, expect him to finish.
Williams against Irving. That one's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 4 points. The basket there from Williams.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Irving against Williams. Harris outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
3 on all counts. Here's Irving following the bucket by the Hawks.
Boy, Irving decisive on that.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Irving looking for an opening. Looking to get it going. The kick out to Brown. Here's Aldridge. And that one hits back iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Blake Griffin. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's James Harden in for Irving.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden dishes to Jordan. Good. And the Nets lead by 1.
Well, you're allowing DeAndre Jordan to get comfortable. This guy is so efficient as a scorer.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Bruce Brown. That is his first foul of the game. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Capella finds Collins. Back to Capella.
Well, DeAndre Jordan in the face of a defender. What a contest. Nicely done.
To the middle. And finished off by Brown.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Harden. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Young passes to Capella. Over Jordan. Atlanta again missing. Over in the corner, Brown. Inside. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Harden the pass to Jordan. A second chance effort. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And that...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Green. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 1-point game. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Herter passes to Capella, and he comes up with the deuce.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here is Harden after Clint Capella's bucket. Harden rebounded by Capella.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And they take the lead. And the Hawks lead by 1. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Harden kicks to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Hunter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And, yes, it's good. Hunter's got his first basket.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Alinari, he's checked in for Hunter. Bodan Bogdanovic comes in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. And then for Brooklyn, Aldridge comes in for DeAndre Jordan. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Jeff Green. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
And here's Collins from outside. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Brooklyn. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game.
Hammer it home! Hammer it home, baby!
That is authority right there.
It was. Outside Williams. Over to the wing. Capella dishes to Bogdanovic. Off target from outside. The Nets with the lead. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Pulls up on the wing. Again, the Nets for 2.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
Williams with the ball, and Griffin picks him up defensively.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gallinari.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Brooklyn leading by 3. Harden surveying the D. To the middle. Here's Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
Here's Williams. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
For the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Capella, and Tony Snell subbed in for John Collins.
Well, with multiple Sixth Man of the Year awards to his credit, Lou Williams will be remembered as one of the best bench players in NBA history.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Snell finds Gallinari. Okongwu with it. Griffin's there. Basket good. Okongwu's now got it all tied up now for Atlanta.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And there's the call on Lou Williams. That is his first foul of the game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Claxton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Hunter no good. outside Irving. Just 3 on the clock, and that one drops for him. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
How about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
And that 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Nets leading by 4. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5 down low. So that's the Hawks 5.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And power down the jam.
Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Pass to Harris. Launches a 3. Collins with some nice D.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Shots good from Young.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively, hard to close off the lane.
Harden against Young. Taken away. And here is Hunter. That gives them the lead. Hunter's got the lead up to 2 now for the Hawks.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Hawks, the kick out to Irving. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Harden. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Williams passes to Snell. Great D that time from Jordan. And it's Harris with the ball for Brooklyn. The lead is 2. And Harden with the stuff.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Harden against Williams. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Knocked loose. Oh, here we go with Okongwu and nobody back.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The first one falls, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Collins checked in for Gallinari. DeAndre Hunter comes in for Tony Snell. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Young is subbed in for Williams. Harden kicks to Harris. Back to Harden. From down in the low post, it goes. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Young's shot is off. The Nets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Irving finds Jordan. Over Collins. Out to Harris. Green up on top, defended by Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Hawks trailing. 1:35 left in the fourth. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's now 6 points for DeAndre Jordan. Young taking his time here. Kicks it out to Collins. Back to Young. The pass to Okongwu. Clock at 6. The putback. It's good on the putback. Okongwu's now got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
It's Harden with the drive. A baseline J. It counts.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Here's Young, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DJ twice on the pipes. No, sir. Get it out of here.
And the Hawks making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here's Young. It's good! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
Harden against Young. Yes!
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Young's shot is off. Outside Irving. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Puts it up off the inbound. It falls! Timeout. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
And the work ethic coming into play there. I like how Young can just focus on the task at hand.
Timeout called, the Nets. And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James Harden.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's the Hawks to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. And it's Capella in at the center position. To the inside. Jordan dishes to Harden. No good that time. Collins with some nice D. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. A 2-point game. Shot by Collins, no good. Now, here is Irving. He's tightly guarded, and the basket is good.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Young up top, and the pass to Capella. Hunter kicks to Young. No good on the triple. Here's Harden. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Harden's got 24.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Young, good.
You can't do anything about that. Even when Young is under pressure, he just finds a way to score.
Harden the pass to Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Aldridge is checked in. And Williams, here we go. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
If you need a bucket under big-time pressure, Lou Williams is your guy.
And Harden with the stuff.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two. Lou Williams has played in the clutch before. Easy work.
Here's Harden. Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Snell. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Money!
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
The Nets have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And Atlanta has possession. Williams dishes to Bogdanovich. Williams against Irving. Snell kicks to Bogdanovich. To the paint, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Here's Atlanta now. They lead by 4 and stolen by Irving.
Terrific anticipation by him, and that's why he's out on the court.
Tipped away. Snell, the pass to Gallinari. Bogdanovich wide open. Atlanta again missing. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For The 76ers anxious to get off the bus and get down to bit. And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Tobias Harris. Then it's Green. And it's Howard in at the center position. And looking at the Nets, we've got Irving. Harris is out there with Green. Then it's Harden. And it's Jordan in at the center. Now here's Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And Simmons slams it in.
Did you see the no-look pass by Harris right there? I mean, he's a wing that knows how to move the ball. And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
Irving's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Howard over Jordan, and Jordan sends it back.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power. And C-Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, G.A. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space. He can lay it up from unorthodox angles with ease.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Harden, no good. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
That's the savvy veteran Green. He's able to spot when his teammates aren't being covered. That's a nice read right there.
Simmons left side. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
The versatility of Simmons astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Irving with a clean look. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. And stolen by Jordan. Outside, Green. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Oh, that's just the confidence Harden has in himself. I mean, ready to fire as soon as he receives the pass.
Simmons against Harden. Here's Howard. And again, it's Philadelphia. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Curry's shot is off. Nets trail by 4. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And really, Harden is even dangerous when he's looking to score. Even when the defense gets physical with him, he takes the contact, he powers through it.
So for the Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Bruce Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. Yep, it counts.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Harris against Harden. And the shot is good. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Milton the pass to Scott. And here is Milton. Back to Scott. And finish. Finished off by Scott.
He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for it with hops.
Harden scanning the floor. And Harden with the stuff.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Scott, good.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Harden outside. Over Maxey. James Harden again. He's got 11.
Look, when he's not killing you on the perimeter, he's doing it inside.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Scott. Harris, right side. 2 on the clock. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Shake Milton. Scott is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Maxey in at the point. Here's Korkmaz. Passes to Milton. Just 5 to shoot. Good on the bucket. Milton's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Philadelphia.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Harden the pass to Claxton. At the elbow, Griffin. Harris outside. Offensive rebound, Claxton. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Harden. The pass to Harris. Over Maxey. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Harris.
Oh, he's superb at finding open teammates. Harden, I love how he looks to shed a rock.
Here's Maxey. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Kyrie Irving in for James Harden. And then for Philadelphia, Howard comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Green in for Shake Milton. Now, here is Irving. It's stolen by Green. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
Solid recognition from the center. Howard is intelligent in taking advantage of these opportunities.
Nets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now, here's Green. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Maxey, no good.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction. Well, it's huge. Whenever Griffin comes up with blocks, I mean, you'd love to see him be more consistent in this area. He's not an easy man to stop when he's attacking the basket. The D doing everything it can.
Now, here's Maxey, defended by Griffin. The kick out to Scott. Now, here's Thybulle. Here's the floater. And that one's good, Maxey. Maxey's got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Now, here is Irving. D right on him. Can't get it to fall. The 76ers leading by 5. Howard, the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. Right wing. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Maxey passes to Howard. Down low and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And it's sent back by Howard. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Green's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Seth Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Ben Simmons in for Maxey. The kick out to Brown. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Blake Griffin. Harris is checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Green. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. 52 seconds left in the first half. The drive by Simmons. Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way!
Puts it on the deck and takes it to the hoop. Simmons is one of the best at using the dribble to score.
Brown dishes to Aldridge. Knocks it loose. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And he shot 74 from the line a season ago.
Good on both. Here's Simmons. 8 points for him. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Curry with the drive. 2 points. That one goes. Curry's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Howard. Simmons got 4 points in the quarter.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
But they recover it. And so that brings the first half to a close. Philadelphia. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. That's all for now.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Green is out there with Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in its shooting guard. So that's the Nets 5.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Here's Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Now Simmons. He's got 14. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on James Harden.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
The Nets making a switch here. Claxton's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in. Harden against Howard. Harden, no good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on. Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Simmons with it. 16 points for him. And Simmons slams it in.
Playing to his strengths on the offensive end. Simmons, I mean, an added bonus whenever he catches fire.
Howard with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Simmons is running. Howard, the pass to Harris. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Jeff Green. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Philadelphia. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Hardest in the air. I mean, the elevation, the hang time, the strength of Griffin. It's amazing.
Simmons inside. Guarded by Harden. Simmons passes to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Howard's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Claxton. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Tobias Harris. Shake Milton comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey's subbed in for Simmons. 76ers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Irving with it, and it's Howard picking him up. Irving, good.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And here's Maxey. 6 points for him. Here's Howard, and Howard with the stuff.
It's hard to know what to do in these situations. Look, Howard is intelligent, and he always knows where to roll to the right spot.
Irving finds Aldridge. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Irving. The Nets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, the former #1 overall pick, tremendous success early in his career. Irving continues to find ways to improve.
Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Irving. He's got 13. He dishes it to Aldridge, and the dunk by Aldridge.
And look, Irving is a superb passer. He's skilled at slicing passes over to his teammates in the pick and roll.
Now, here's Maxey, and it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Yeah, great job of getting the look before the horn sounded and gaining some momentum.
And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, that's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Philadelphia, Howard is out there with Harris. Then it's Green. Then there's Maxey. And it's Korkmaz in at the two guard.
Almost impossible to stop on the drive at times. I mean, Irving's penetrating ability, just remarkable.
Here's Maxey, and he converts the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Irving drives in. Basket counts. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, he's a strong finisher. He exhibits great body control. Irving, he's a special talent.
Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. Korkmaz passes to Howard. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. It's good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
So for the Nets, Green, he's checked in for Aldridge. Harris comes in for Blake Griffin. And James Harden subbed in for Bruce Brown. And the 76ers also making a change. Scotty's checked in for Dwight Howard. Simmons checked in for Maxey. Simmons against Harden. Here's Scott. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game.
You can't leave anyone uncovered around Simmons. I mean, he's fantastic at seeing when one of his guys is open.
Irving for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And Simmons slams it in.
I mean, that's too easy for Simmons. I mean, the closer he gets to the bucket, the more dangerous he is.
Irving from long range. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Harden against Simmons. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, like whenever Simmons finishes with power off the drive, he'll make a poster.
Harris's shot is off. The 76ers leading by 13. Now Simmons. To the middle. They double him with Green. Shot clock at 6. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And the foul on Mike Scott. That's his first foul. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Brazdeikis is checked in. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
The 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And Simmons kicks to Green. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. Nets trail by 13. Here's Irving. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Out in the open court, Irving's just too quick, too shifty to contain.
Here's Korkmaz. He feeds it to Scott. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And a wide open look for Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Nets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Irving misses. Simmons with it. That's good from Simmons.
I mean, what you can appreciate about Simmons is his all-around game. I mean, he can score, he can pass, I mean, he can rebound, and he does it all at an efficient rate.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Curry's checked in for Philadelphia. On the wing, Johnson, guarded by Curry.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Tyler Johnson.
That one is off.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Green. To the wing right side. Here's Perry. Here's Chiozza. Here's Perry. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming down the tunnel, an opportunity here at the home for the... Now it's send it down to David.
Hey, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Look at the 76ers starting group. Ben Simmons is out there with Seth Curry. Then it's Green. Then there's Howard. And it's Harris in at the power forward. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the 5. Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
And Young kicks to Capella, and there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game.
Kind of a ticky-tack foul there, but you have to be aware that's how the refs are going to blow the whistle tonight.
Here's Young. That one falls.
Trae Young not backing down from the physical defense on that play. And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number one choice, and that was Trae Young.
Now, here is Young. The pass to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And the scoring is one thing, but Young's ability to set his teammates up, just as important.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And Howard slams it home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And Young, here we go. And he lays it straight in.
Such a precise player. When Young notices those kind of openings, he definitely is looking to attack.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Simmons' shot is good.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's Young. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Simmons dishes to Howard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here is Young. He's got 6, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. That'll put Trae Young on the line. That's on Dwight Howard. Atlanta making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Mike Scott's checked in for Howard. And Maxey's subbed in for Ben Simmons. Here's Maxey. Harris looking it over. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Now, here's Curry. That's tipped.
Well, good work from Gallo there. You forget sometimes at 6'10" that he can come up with those kind of defensive plays.
He gets that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Curry attacking. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
That's good from Scott. That one is no good.
And going back to when he turned pro at just 16 years of age, Gallinari has proven to be one of the best players ever from Italy.
You think about his final year in Milano and just how highly efficient he was, first in the league's ratings overall. 6th pick going from Italy to New York City, and the fans had no idea what they were getting, but Gallinari eventually dealt in the Carmelo deal, and his career, although it's been multiple stops, has been pretty exemplary. I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And Okongwu slams it in.
Well, when you're given the ball as much as Lou Williams has gotten it through the years, he's experienced enough to make those kind of plays.
Maxey passes to Scott. A reverse. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. The Hawks trailing. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Shot's good by Williams.
In a way, Lou Williams, a little bit like J.R. Smith, he'll welcome the chance to finish off, especially if it's a difficult shot.
Now, here's Maxey. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And slam dunk by Harris.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Here's Snell. Williams finds Snell. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The 76ers have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. Here's Harris, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
He's a good free throw shooter. Tobias Harris smartly looking to get in there and find some easy points from the line.
And Harris drops them both. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 3. Stay with it. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Such a great way to silence hostile fans who want the up and down pace that gets them amped up. Instead, everyone's just standing around watching the free throw game.
Taking a look at the 76ers, Korkmaz is out there with Scott. Then there's Howard. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's Thibault in at the 2.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Williams. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. John Collins, he's checked in for Okongwu. Hunter comes in for Bogdanovich. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Tony Snell. Young is subbed in for Williams. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And Let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. The Hawks trail by 3 to the left wing. Hunter kicks to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Herder passes to Capella. Hunter, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. And Simmons slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Out to the right wing. Young looking it over.
Everyone expects him from long range. Nice to see him in the mid-range get something done.
And you just can't get tired of watching the way Young shoots the ball. I mean, what a fantastic release.
And it's just limitless in terms of the range. That's what makes it so impressive. He's a small guy, he's quick, and he's got great handles. But he can heave that up from just about anywhere. And when he gets hot, it's something to watch.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
And stolen by Hunter. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks.
Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Outside for Simmons. Back to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
That's the way to put your vertical to good use. Dwight Howard on the jam.
The Hawks trail by 7. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Keeps it alive. Dwight Howard grabs the board. For Philadelphia, they've gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Howard draws the double, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. For the Hawks, Alinari comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Bogdanovich in for Kevin Herter. Then for the 76ers, Harris is checked in for Mike Scott. Shake Milton comes in for Danny Green, and Curry subbed in for Matisse Thybulle. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Young.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Good try by Simmons.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Young against Simmons. Here's Collins, and the layup's good off the glass.
John Collins does a nice job reading the defense there, staying focused right through the contact and gets the finish.
Simmons looking it over, and Simmons slams it in.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
Well, Dwight Howard still makes you think about your shot attempts, easily leaping up to throw that one away.
Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Collins. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Lou Williams is subbed in for Trae Young. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in for Simmons. Okongwu's shot is good.
Well, because he scores so often, Williams draws defensive attention. Coaches change some coverages, which in turn open up some passing opportunities.
Maxey, and he uses the glass on the layup. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Good work there as it goes. Williams has got 6.
Well, you deserve that kind of treatment if you're going to get up with Lou Williams like that. Terrific at getting to the rack.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 4 assists, and 1 rebound. And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Simmons.
Oof. That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There is no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard. So that's the Hawks 5. And it's Simmons penetrating. Good defensive work there by Young. The Hawks trail by 3.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
One of the ways to get a great look from the three-point line is when you're on a fast break. The defense simply lost him.
Simmons with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Simmons' shot is good.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trae Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Here's Young.
Yeah, the hustle from Simmons on D, it becomes infectious. He brings his all on every possession.
Curry passes to Harris. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Now it's a 4-point 76ers lead. Young, right side. Capella trying to free himself up. A nice shot by Young.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Simmons against Capella, and Simmons slams it in.
And guys, it's just beautiful watching Simmons in screen and roll situations. A manipulative master when it comes to tearing apart the defense.
To the paint. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Capella.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
That one goes in.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Now Hunter, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The drive by Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
And how about the slashing ability of Simmons, really creating havoc for the defense with his aggressive mentality.
The 76ers leading by 6. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Here's Okongwu. Yep, that one goes. Okongwu's now got 6. 1:11 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Maxey. Tight defense on him. Bucket is good. And the 76ers lead by 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Williams inside. Here's Okongwu. Good, nice job down low. He's got 8. The 76ers leading by 4. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Reed. And stolen by Okongwu. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovic.
Now, here's Maxey. He's guarded by Williams. Gallinari against Scott. That ties it up. Gallinari's got his first points of the game.
Respecting the effort from Gallo there, works his way near the rim, and no one stops him from doing his thing there.
Here's Williams, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Hawks lead by 2. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Korkmaz is out there with Shake Milton. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Harris. And it's Maxey in at the point. The Hawks leading. And here is Williams. Six to shoot. To the inside. Here's Hunter. Capella trying to free himself up. And the dunk by Capella.
And a great display of physicality from Capella. He's not one to shy away.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Tony Snell comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Williams in for Young. And some changes here for the 76ers. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Williams kicks to Snell. Back to Williams. Bogdanovic dishes to Okongwu. Outside Bogdanovic. Shoots over Curry. Great D that time from Curry.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Out to Harris. Howard, the pass to Curry. Here's Simmons. Howard trying to free himself up. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Curry. Simmons got it all tied up now for Philadelphia. Williams with the ball, and it's Howard picking him up.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Free throw good by Curry. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Count it, and the 76ers lead has been cut down to 1 in the bucket from Young.
Trae Young looking like one of those young players who on a nightly basis gives you something you haven't seen before.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And that one is good. Young's got 23 points. It's been a tight one so far. Very close game.
And matchups, it's really what it's all about, and these two teams are really equal.
The try by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, just great. Whenever Simmons takes over a possession like that, what a killer instinct.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Collins. Here's Young. Here's Capella. Nice work on the boards. Paying off with the basket.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
The try by Simmons.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Here's Young. Passes it to Capella. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Count it. Good. And now it's a 3-point 76ers lead.
Dwight Howard's been around a long time, and his poise showed up on that big hoop.
Young drives in. Reed is checked in for Philadelphia. Gets the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
As much as we talk about Trae Young and then mention Steph Curry in the same breath, I think Trae wants to carve out his own path. We know he's a dynamic shooter, can set the table offensively. Now it's about learning the nuances of being a leader of a franchise.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Now, here is Young. Got a lot of room. Can't connect from short range. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And they double up Simmons. Back to Harris. He kicks to Green. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
A 3 and nothing but a 3 will do here.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 3-point game, and it's Green with the jam.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
It drops.
Oh, big time from DeAndre Hunter, letting it all hang out.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
But traffic in New York City. Quite a few injuries here between the two teams. 5 players out tonight.
5 players unavailable tonight. A lot of minutes and shots to go around.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And for Brooklyn, we've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Irving, and it's Jordan in at the 5. And the Hawks with possession here, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. Collins kicks to Young. And it's blocked by Jordan.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Irving doesn't go for him. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Inside. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Young looking it over. Capella kicks to Young. Capella controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Boy, Capella doing a nice job being physical and getting those second chance buckets to go. Coaches love that.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Collins. Irving passes to Harden. The shot's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And, Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Harden over Young. Harden's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Green with the block, and he gets it back. Here's Capella. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Wants to get it to Collins and does. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now here's Brown. Following the miss by Lou Williams. Claxton got a piece of it. And now here comes Okongwu leading the break. And Okongwu slams it in.
And don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by Williams. Out to Harris. Fires the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. So for the Nets, Aldridge comes in for Jordan. And it's Blake Griffin in for Nicholas Claxton. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Collins comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Williams.
You know, Harden has that quick first step. Once he sees a lane to the rim, he's going to take it.
Young against Harden. Rejected by Harris.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
Here's Young, following the basket by Blake Griffin.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden scanning the floor. He kicks it to Harris. Back to Harden. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. That one drops for him. Harris has got 5 points so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Shots good from Young.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Harden left side. Griffin. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Nets up. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nets?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Snell in at the 3 spot.
Boy, if you don't block out Clint Capella, the put-back throwdown is exactly what you get.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks trail by 3.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game. You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Here's Irving. And he overshot that one, missing. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Gallinari kicks to Snell. This one for 3. Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Irving against Young, down low, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Atlanta making some changes. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for John Collins. And it's Williams in for Trae Young. Williams kicks to Gallinari. To the paint. Okongwu with it. Aldridge on him. And it's Gallinari on the follow. Gallinari's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Irving. Aldridge trying to break free. Irving, good.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Outside Williams. The Hawks working the ball around. Elbow shot. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Chalk up 2 there.
Knifing through the defense like warm butter on a biscuit. Irving knows how to get to the rim.
Gallinari outside. Back to Williams. To the wing on the left. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Aldridge. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. And James Harden has subbed in for Blake Griffin. Harden with it. Williams picks him up. Claxton with the bucket. And now it's a 3-point Nets lead.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
fires from the wing. The Hawks again can't hit. The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Irving finds Brown. And it's good for 2. And the Nets lead by 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Okongwu with it. He's against Jordan. And here are the Nets. They're on a 10-2 run here. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Atlanta with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Williams can't get it to go.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Okongwu slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand pull punch.
And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's his first foul. 7 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Jordan. Here's Claxton.
And really, Hunter can guard.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest advantage of the period was 7. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what Harden has done in this game so far.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And, you know, that's not a job they asked him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. They've got Harris. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. And it's Green, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively. But quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Well, you know, a big part of offensive rebounding is really relentless effort and high energy, and Jordan knows all about that.
Here's Young. Capella trying to free himself up. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Young. Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Harden against Young. For 3, Harris trains it from beyond the arc. Harris has got 8.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Harden against Young. Pass to Capella. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Herter, covered by Irving. And there's the pass to Hunter. On the clock. James Harden with the rebound.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
A shot's good from Irving.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Young against Harden. And Young, here we go. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan, and Blake Griffin subbed in for Jeff Green.
You know, defenders like to try to get physical with Williams. I'll tell you what, his strength belies his size.
Right side Aldridge. On the wing, Irving. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Irving's got 5 points now this quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Nets leading by 6. He gets it in there. 13 points in the game.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is underestimated strength.
Here's Williams. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Williams against Harden. Williams dishes to Okongwu. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. And Hunter subbed in for Tony Snell. Hunter kicks to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. For 3. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Brooklyn leading by 8. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
It's Aldridge penetrating. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge. Now Williams. Good on the shot. Williams has got 6.
Man, he's excellent off that pick and roll. A dynamic scorer. Defensively, you've got to play Williams to score the ball in that situation.
And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with us. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the back. And it's Capella in at the center position.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Irving against Young. Count that one.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Irving. Harris looking it over. Brown right side. Here's Claxton, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And the Nets lead by 9. Here's Young. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Banked in off the glass. Young's got 12 points in just the second half.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
Irving double team to the middle. Wants to get it to Brown and does. Lays it up off the glass.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Brown. Here's Harden. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I don't know too many guys who have the skill and attacking mentality that Harden does. I mean, he's only got one thing on his mind, and that's scoring the basketball.
Williams passes to Gallinari. With the teardrop, that drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And that's now 6 points for Gallinari. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the inside. Here's Claxton, and it's blocked, and he recovers it. They kick it out to Green. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. Harden, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets leading by 7. Green taking his time here. Passes it to Harris. Outside, Green. Clock at 6. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Green. And the Nets lead by 9.
You know, guys, Harris has proven to be more than just a shooter. Harris also comfortable finishing over aggressive defense.
Out to the right wing. Snell dishes to Okongwu. Outside, Bogdanovich. Oh, that's blocked. And they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Jordan, he's checked in for Brooklyn. There's 1:38 left to play here in the 4th. Harden up top. Dishes it to Jordan. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's Collins with the drive. Yes, that goes in.
And that's a tough shot for an athletic big man like Collins. Finishing through contact is something you've got to be able to do.
Harden against Young. The feed to Jordan. Over Young. No good from Jordan. The Hawks trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Here's Irving. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Boy, good luck trying to keep Irving down. I mean, he's more than happy to take the contact and finish right through it.
Here's Young. That one's not going to go.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
In the corner, it's Harris. Down low. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Collins with some nice D. So it's Atlanta now. 9-point game. Hunter, no one around him. Atlanta again missing. Brooklyn with the ball. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Harden with it. Tries it from 19. Offline. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to... And let's check out the injury report. 5 players unavailable tonight.
5 players scratched from the game. If you're one of the healthy players, you're going to get all you can eat.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Harris. Green is out there with Jordan. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the 76ers, Harris is out there with Green. Then there's Seth Curry. Then it's Simmons. And it's Howard in at the center.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Now here's Simmons. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot. And both teams, Doris, battling injuries.
Kevin, we have seen that when some...
Wow, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Simmons dishes to Curry. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Harris. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Joe Harris so good at keeping his composure in intense situations. Nice job playing through contact.
Simmons inside. He's against Jordan, and he gets it to go.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Brooklyn shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Simmons passes to Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
It doesn't get any higher percentage than that. Dwight Howard, no doubt, on the dunk.
Nets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden dishes to Jordan. Simmons with the defensive effort.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Here's Harris. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
When you think of Seth Curry, you're thinking shooting, but there, what a pretty pass to find the open man.
Harden outside to the paint. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Jordan against Howard. Here's Curry. He's off on that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harden outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 6.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Simmons against Harden. Simmons' shot is good.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Inside, it's deflected. Howard with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. And that one's good, Simmons.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Harris, no good. The 76ers have gone 7 of 8 from the field to start the game. Very hot shooting. Simmons passes to Howard. Out to Harris. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Harden finds Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, efficiency is everything, right? So far in this one, this guy has been on the money.
Curry with it. No points in the game yet for him. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Seth Curry has found his footing in this league. He gains more and more confidence every year.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Korkmaz comes in for Harris. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Danny Green. And Maxey subbed in for Ben Simmons.
And that lob came from a mile away, and it was right on the money.
Talk about a long-distance connection. Irving with a clean look. And the shot is long.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. And so, in the game for the 76ers, they've got Shake Milton. Mike Scott out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Maxey in at the point. The 76ers leading by 5. Maxey passes to Scott.
That's 2 really unproductive trips in a row, ending in turnover.
Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Maxey. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Left side, Scott. And stolen by Aldridge. Here we go, one-on-one. That shot off the mark. And Philadelphia the other way now. Pass to Scott. To the middle. Griffin with the steal. Here's Irving. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
You simply cannot give Kyrie Irving room to run in the open floor. This guy is a phenomenal transition player.
Here's Maxey. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Here's Irving. He makes that one drop only a second in 5 tries.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Right side, Scott. Down low. Here's Korkmaz. Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. There's the pass to Korkmaz. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Harris is checked in for Korkmaz. Joe Harris is checked in for Brooklyn. James Harden comes in for Irving. The Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Harden kicks to Aldridge. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Milton the pass to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Maxey passes to Scott. Howard down with both hands.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Green, he's checked in for the Nets. And Simmons slams it in.
Yeah, still commanding a lot of defensive attention. Howard just keeps his head up and finds the open man.
Here's Harden. He can't hit that time. Good D by Howard. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first half. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
Good on the second free throw. 1:25 left in the first half of the game. Now Harden. He's got 8. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Here's Simmons. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
It's Harden with the drive.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
44 seconds left in the second quarter. The drive by Simmons. And foul on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Green passes to Claxton.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And Simmons kicks to Korkmaz. Simmons dishes to Howard. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Harden outside. And that one drops. Harden's got 14.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And so it's Ben Simmons making it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 18 points, 2 assists. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Oof, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Green. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Irving in at the shooting guard. Harden's shot is off.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Harden scanning the floor. Count it. He's got 16.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
Right side Simmons to the inside and stolen by Jordan. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Irving. And it goes down 2 points.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Curry finds Simmons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And what patience from Simmons on offense. So skilled at making the D feel nervous when he has to rock.
And the 76ers with some changes. Scotty's checked in for Howard. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Curry. And then for Brooklyn, Marcus Aldridge is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Blake Griffin subbed in for Jeff Green. Simmons against Harden. Scott, good.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Harden, no good. The 76ers have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Simmons on the wing. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Great play calling, great execution leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Irving kicks to Harden. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now.
Yeah, you got your shooters and you have your scorers, but James Harden is both.
Simmons passes to Milton. To the paint. Here's Scott. And it's Griffin with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Harden has a wide open look. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons. Trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Out to Harris. Back to Harden. No points on that miss. Puts him at 7 for 13 from the floor.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Mike Scott. Korkmaz comes in for Shake Milton. And Maxey subbed in for Simmons. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Claxton with the bucket.
Woohoo! Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Howard kicks to Thibault. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Irving. That one goes in.
They seem to concede that shot, and his response is, thank you very much.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there. Brown outside. Irving attacking. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Irving's got 8.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Maxey passes to Howard. Left side, Harris. Howard kicks to Harris. 5 on the clock. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I'll tell you, the experience working to his advantage. Dwight Howard draws the contact, able to finish it. Nicely done.
Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Curry comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And now the 76ers on the break. Brown against Curry. Pass to Maxey. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Makes it off the glass. Howard's got the lead up to 7 now for Philadelphia.
This is a comfort zone for Dwight Howard. The closer he is to the hoop, the more effective he becomes.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action after this word. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Howard is out there with Korkmaz. Then there's Maxey. Then there's Seth Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Howard, and Jordan sends it back.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
And that one drops for him.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Maxey passes to Howard. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Brown outside. Irving for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
You've got to have a short memory. Put a poor first half in your rear view and now make an impact.
Howard, the pass to Maxey. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the 76ers lead by 4. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Maxey passes to Howard. Irving with the steal. One-on-one here to tie it up. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Guys, you see it so often. Kyrie Irving's speed makes him easy to foul.
And the 76ers with some changes. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. And then for Brooklyn, Harris is checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Harden in for Brown. Simmons dishes to Howard. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Harden outside. Basket counts. Harden's got 20 points.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Here's Simmons, and he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
On its way from Irving for two. Harris kicks to Green. Offensive rebound, Nets. Here's Harden, and it's sent back by Howard.
There's a reason Dwight Howard has so many all-defensive teams to his credit. Good night with the block.
Love how Simmons commands the ball, especially in the big moment.
And here's Harden. He feeds it to Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his fourth assist in this one. The 76ers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Simmons passes to Howard. Back to Simmons. Kicks it to Howard. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Jordan. Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Dwight Howard with the timely bucket. Go ahead, big sir.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now, here is Harden, defended by Milton. And Harden with the stuff.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
Simmons against Harden. And Simmons kicks to Milton. Simmons on the wing, guarded by Harden. Simmons dishes to Howard.
Well, because of his frame, Dwight Howard is so problematic for the defense. Gets to the foul line.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Simmons against Irving. 40 seconds left to play in the final quarter. No good on the shot, so Philadelphia will take it the other way. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Now here's Simmons. Money!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And it's Irving missing. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Simmons looking around. And Simmons slams it in.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
So the 76ers win it.